Oh my god, bro. Like, holy shit. Real quick, guys, before we get into the video, Valor Fair will be happening this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday at 8:30, I will be live on the Valorverse YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Come check it out. It's just going to be fun. A bunch of reveals for the year. This is basically the Valorverse version of Toy Fair. A lot of companies are showing a lot of previews this weekend or in the next coming week, and this is Valorverse's way of doing it. And no, Valor did not share with me what the reveals would be, so my reactions are going to be live, and I'm sure it's going to be some good stuff, man. 8:30 this Friday, Valorverse YouTube channel, link in the description below. Thanks. What's going on, everybody? Articulated Ninja here, and I went to a con this weekend. It was a nice con. It was called ZoloCon. It was in Warmeister, PA. Unfortunately, I didn't get to run into Disavowed, and Nerdzork was also there. I didn't get to run into him. I wish that I would have, man. But maybe next time. I did get to run into RG. Super cool guy in person. So chill, so laid back. Super cool. Shout out to him. And I had a gift card, one of those debit gift cards. So I'm like, if I'm mainly going to get one action figure from this con, which one should it be? And I decided to go with this figure right here. Basically, this HellWitch from the Legacy series. It's by Coffin Comics and LooseCollector, Executive Replicas. It looks all around like a nice figure. And I've gotten so many messages of people asking me, hey, you know, you all about those curvy plastic thickies. How do you not have Lady Death or any of the LooseCollector curvy women? But how do you not have the HellWitch, basically? So when I seen this, I said to myself, okay, I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the figure. But that is why I chose her. They did not have Lady Death there because maybe I would have chose her as well. But they had this figure. So let's get her out the box and let's see what it's all about as usual. And if you guys know me, quick disclaimer, I am showing off her bare chest plate. She does have nipples and a chest as an accessory piece, and I'm showing that off. This channel is for adult collectors. This is an accessory that comes with the figure. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I can't show it. It's a figure accessory. If the video gets demonetized, hey, it's whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'd rather keep it real with you guys and show you guys everything that you get and how it makes the figure look as a whole. All right, so y'all know what time it is. Let's check out D-ass on this action figure.
Hey, yo!
Pause. I'm talking about detail, articulation, accessories, and size. Where's your mind at? So guys, if you're watching my videos, this is normally the part where we have some amazing B-roll and just some highlights of the figures and all different types of articulation and poses and everything else. But I came across a problem here with this figure. Now, it could just be a me thing. You know, I'm thinking it's just a me thing. But I cannot get this figure to stand up unless the wings are touching the ground. Let me say that again. Unless the wings are actually acting like a stand, like a flight stand or just a basic figure stand, I cannot get this figure to stand up with the wings attached unless the wings are touching the ground. So I said, you know what, maybe I'm tripping. So I go check some YouTube videos to see other people's reviews on this figure, and almost every single video that I have seen, everybody uses the wings as a stand to help this girl stand up. Like, if you have the wings even slightly elevated, it's going to be difficult. And I'm not saying it can't be done. Clearly, look, I'm doing it. It can be done. What I'm saying is that it's work. And that's not, I don't get enjoyment out of having to work or, you know, struggle in posing figures to get the figure to stand up in a basic stand. I don't find that fun. But every single video that I saw, nobody mentioned this, and majority of people used the wings as a stand. You know, I had it in my mind. I'm like, you know what? I could just put the figure in a bunch of different poses with the wings on the ground and still make it look really nice and, you know, just not say nothing about it. But that's not what I'm here to do. And it's my channel, so it's about, you know, what I like, my preferences. And for me, this hurt because I want to keep it real with you guys. I don't want to, you know, highlight this figure and make it looks beautiful, but I don't want to highlight the articulation and put it in a bunch of different stands and then you guys possibly go out and buy it, or, you know, it makes a good impression on you guys, and then you realize you're not going to get this figure to stand for the most part without the wings actually holding the figure up. So that means the wings almost always have to be down. And like I said, somebody go live, no cuts, no edits, and put this figure into multiple poses with the wings wings up and elevated and her standing on those heels easily, and I'll cash app you $5, man. Go ahead, do it. Because multiple YouTube videos that I've seen, nobody does it. And that's why. I think the figure looks beautiful. In no way, shape, or form is this like a bash video towards LooseCollector or executive replicas. Maybe the wings are just too big. I think the figure is still beautiful, gorgeous. I'm going to show it in some photography. But all in all, this figure is very, very difficult to stand unless you were using the wings as like support. Leave my video, go watch some other YouTube videos. Some prominent YouTubers that are known for posing and articulation. Majority of their poses that you will see throughout their video when they are not holding the figure, majority of them, you will notice those wings are touching the ground, and that's why, because it is extremely difficult to stand this girl with the wings not basically being a stand. You have to use them as a stand here. And I keep it real with you guys. I'm going to talk about the negatives, but I'm also going to talk about the positives. And I just don't want a lot of my audience. I was really looking forward to this figure. I like it. I still do like it. But the fact that it can't stand basically without the wings having to help it stand, it's an automatic negative for me. Like I can't in good faith recommend this figure to anybody, unless you're just going to have it standing there. If you're just going to have it standing there, or every single pose you do with it, you will have the wings on it and you will have the wings down, then I can definitely recommend it. This is just a preference thing for me. I want the wings up and I don't want the wings on it at other times. And it's even without the wings on it, because of the way the heels are designed, this figure is not easy to stand. Like I said, go live, no cuts, no edits, take the wings off and just put her into a whole bunch of different stands and poses, and you'll realize it's not that easy. And I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty decent at posing figures, especially figures with heels. But the way that these heels are designed, you guys will notice the back of the heel doesn't come down all the way. So the front of it kind of arches up and the back of the heel does not touch the ground, or it's basically not even. And because it's not even, it makes it more difficult to stand this figure with these heels on it. And then since it's not flat, if I do put the back of the heel down, you'll see the front of it starts to arch up. So it's just uneven. It's not flat. So it has less surface area to actually stay balanced on. Oh my God, it sucks because this figure is so beautiful to me, and it looks like they're going to be releasing more that I want to get, and I'm going to get them, and hopefully this won't be an issue on them. But I got to keep it real with you guys. Unless you want the wings on this 24/7, and unless you want the wings down 24/7, touching the ground 24/7, it can be done, but it is not fun to try to balance this figure to just stand with the wings up. It's not fun. Once again, it can be done. I'm not saying that it can't, guys, but it's just not fun for me. So I just had to stop the video. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to go through the rest of this video pretending that this figure is so amazing and so fun to put into all these different poses when every single pose has to have the wings down. Like you see right here, I'm not frauding, guys. Go check out some other YouTube videos and you'll notice almost every single pose that these content creators have this figure in, the wings are always down like they are right here. You won't see a lot of this. Here's with the wings up. Yeah, you won't see a lot of that, and that's why, because it's not fun to pose with the wings up or basically in any other position other than down. So I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I'm just cutting the video short right here, basically. I like this figure so much. Aesthetically, it is beautiful. And I like the figure so much, guys, that I even went through the trouble of replacing it from the knees down. I replaced from the knees down. Basically, her high cut boots, right from the top of the boot, I replaced it down with a Marvel Legends Domino figure because Domino still had black. She still had silver. The silvers don't match perfectly, but I want this figure and I want to be able to pose it around. So I literally took a box cutter, heated it up, and cut those legs off and crazy glued some Domino legs on this figure. That's how much I actually like the aesthetics of this figure. This figure is really nice. Plus, I had my little debit gift card and I spent the money on this figure and I was like, oh hell no, I am going to find a way to make this work. And this was my way to make it work. But because I had to do this for it to like basically be fun to pose for me, I can't sit here in good faith and be like, yeah, this figure is great. Everything's about it is amazing and it's so dynamic and you can get into so many poses. you can get into so many poses if you have the wings down. This video just gets cut short. I'm very selective on what I spend my money on, and I wasn't expecting this to be an issue here. But as you guys can see, with the domino boots on, so I got rid of them uneven heels, it's 10 times more fun to play with, 10 times more fun to pose. I can really enjoy it now. But realistically, how many people want to have to do this or are going to do this to enjoy almost basically $100 figure? It's come on now. So I think the figure looks beautiful. Check out the toy photography at the end. I think it looks beautiful aesthetically. I didn't have any issues with the figure. The paint apps, everything on this figure is beautiful. But those heels combined with the weight of these wings, something just wasn't adding up. I know a bunch of collectors that just leave it on the shelf. You know, they'll have the wings down and they're totally happy with that. Me, I actually like to play with my action figures. Yes, I'm an adult, and when I say play, I mean like the toy photography, posing, thinking of different scenes and stuff in my mind as I'm posing it and standing it there, and it's hard to do that with this figure. So maybe this is just a me thing. I'm sure a lot of other people are happy with it, but I just gotta keep it real with you guys and let you know why every review, almost everyone that you guys will probably see, the wings are going to be down. That's why, because this girl is extremely not fun to try to balance with those wings up. So the review really got cut short, guys. Check out my other videos. I didn't really get into the articulation. I didn't even do all that stuff because it just wasn't fun for me to have to work so hard to balance this figure with the wings up. But beautiful figure, LooseCollector, Executive Replicas. They're making some beautiful curvaceous women, but maybe my issue is just with this figure. I will be checking out the other ones. I really want to, because I hope that they're just good and they can stand on their own. I do expect it to be a little bit more difficult because they are wearing heels. I understand that, but I mean, even over the Marvel Legends wedges that everybody hates, I haven't met one collector that like those weird wedges. Them things are annoying to pose, right? This was more annoying. The balance on this is like almost no balance on this. That's why the wings are down in everybody else's videos, and I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Otherwise, this figure's beautiful, man. If you just want it to be a conversation piece on your shelf or a centerpiece, especially with them things hanging out, this figure looks nice. Aesthetically, it is beautiful. That chest is really nice. The paint apps, everything's good. But if you actually do want to pose this figure and enjoy posing it, you know, and you want those wings up, I definitely pass on it because it's just annoying to try to balance this figure in any other way other than using the wings as a stand. Damn, beautiful figure though. I hope y'all appreciate me keeping it real with y'all. Everybody be safe. I hope y'all having a good day. Remember, Friday, I'm going live Valorverse's YouTube channel for the Valor Fair, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Link in the description below. Peace. Toy photography and army buildings, all that I need is action figures. Toy photography and army buildings, all that I need, action figures. Don't buy me a thing, I told my girl that all that I need is action figures. Exclusives on my mind, so I won't stop until that figure's mine. And if you feel the same, hit like, subscribe, and stick around for action figures. G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valorverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find.